Hello everybody, John 12 back here again with another episode review of Gotham. Yes, Gotham has come back on air since its mid-season finale break, and today's episode was quite interesting to say the least. It's Monday night, and here am I, giving you another review of Gotham. Now, first off, if you guys are kind of like a little mixed up or kind of weirded out, it's like, whoa, there was a Gotham episode today? Yes, there was a Gotham episode today. I actually completely forgot until like way into the episode that it was actually on tonight. I don't know. I kept my mind was so into like January 20th for fucking the Flash return, and I completely forgot about freaking Gotham over here coming back. So it was kind of a little mix up, but I'm still here with a review of the overall episode. I just finished watching it, and here am I giving you my review over it. Anyways, if you've yet to see the episode, this review may contain spoilers. Yes, if you've yet to see the episode, then check it out. Then come back and look at my fucking awesome review. Or at least I hope you think it's awesome. Nevertheless, that's neither here or there. Let's get right down to it. Today I give you my episode review of Gotham, episode 11, titled Rogues Gallery. And ironically enough, the overall episode doesn't even have any Batman villains. I thought that was kind of weird. Like, they called it Rogues Gallery, which would open up a lot of interesting Batman mythos kind of things that they could have done, but they didn't really do that. It was kind of, they just kind of used the title just for a cool, reprisal title, kind of returning episode title. It's kind of generic, but I would have liked it if they kind of brought in, it's like, oh, here's Jonathan Crane before he became Scarecrow kind of shit, and here's all the multiple villains who would eventually become villains near Arkham Asylum, I don't know, it could've, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of things you could have done with it, but overall, it was kind of a generic title that they couldn't have given us. Anyways, nevertheless, things pretty much go right into place as they left off in the prior episode, which was the mid-season finale that came out. If you want to know my thoughts on that, go over to my channel where I have my Gotham episode reviews, and of course, if you don't know what happened over the course of the first part of the season, let me give you a brief little synopsis of what happened. Essentially, Jim Gordon comes to Gotham, gets fucked over, now he's working for Arkham Asylum. That's pretty much the gist of Gotham over the course of what happened of part 1. But anyways, if you want to know more of what happened over the course of the season, go back, check out all the episodes, check out my reviews, why not? I don't know, just do that, and then we'll be where we are now. But anyways, things pretty much wrap up where they were last time. Gotham's still in shit. Penguin is running things, but still is trying to find his place in the whole matter. You have Jim Gordon now working as head of security in Arkham Asylum, and Barbara's in here. For some reason, I don't understand. But anyways, overall, the episode pretty much goes on from there. It's just solely about one of two things, and that's of A, Gordon's assignments and his work duties in Arkham Asylum, and of course the mob. It's mostly a Arkham Asylum / mob episode, so if you're into stuff like that, then you're gonna love this episode. But overall, we don't really get into other interesting things like, once again, spoilers, there's no Bruce Wayne stuff in here. I was actually really hoping for some more Bruce Wayne stuff, but yeah, there was no freaking, this was not a Bruce Wayne episode, but I would have liked it if they'd shown him at least doing something. Like, what has he been doing over the course of the last, couple months or whatever it's been, since the break and now. But overall, yeah, it's pretty much Arkham Asylum. We're finally in the grit of that temple of nonsense, and it's fucking awesome. I had little expectations for how they were going to do Arkham Asylum, because there's so many other, weird ways you can go with Arkham Asylum. We saw how it was presented to us, in the Tim Burton Schumacher kind of universe. We saw it in the Dark Knight trilogy. We saw it in the animated series. We see it in multiple comic books. Arkham Asylum is, of course, the harbor of one of the greatest villains in comic book history, and it's kind of like the go-to place to blame when, characters like the Joker get out. It's like, how did you get out? It's like, well, the front door was open, there you go. It's kind of like that, but overall, I think it was pretty awesome how they portrayed Arkham Asylum. It's almost like its own character, kind of how Gotham City is its own character in this show. Arkham Asylum definitely has its own feel to it. Like the second you're inside it or even outside it, it's so much different than being in Gotham City. It's creepy. It's really, really, really like genetically pleasing to the eye. It's just really awesome. I really loved how they did it. The rain really helped that come to life. And overall, I just give them, it's a full-on kudos to them for portraying Arkham Asylum very well, you know. But overall, I still would have liked to seen some kind of familiar face in Arkham Asylum. But overall, it was kind of cool just to see him. And of course, we get a good comic book character into this episode, and that is, of course, Dr. Leslie Tompkins. Yes, she's played by the actress Marina Baccarin, if I'm saying that correctly. I know I suck at names, but overall, she's a pretty badass TV actress, and she is playing Dr. Leslie Tompkins from the comic books. And for those of you who don't know who she is, essentially she's a medical practitioner who was really good friends with the Wayne family, specifically a good colleague of Thomas Wayne, which is Bruce Wayne's father. And of course, a good ally to Bruce Wayne, kind of similar to how Jim is and stuff like that. So she's a pretty good, recognizable character from the Batman mythos, and I thought it was kind of cool that they brought her in. I was expecting like one of two characters to come on over the course of part 2 of this season, when we got into Arkham Asylum territory, which was A, Hugo Strange, or B, Jonathan Crane. But they went Leslie Tompkins' route, which was kind of strange. But overall, I loved their presence. The actress who played Leslie Tompkins did an amazing job. Every time she's on screen, it's just lovely and beautiful and awesome. I'm just saying, it's hard to not point it out. It's like Leslie Tompkins hot as fuck in this fucking episode. And that's saying a lot because, you know, in the comic books, she's a fucking old-ass lady. So that's why I put so much emphasis on she's hot as fuck. But nevertheless, Leslie Tompkins in the episode, definitely an A+ in my book. I can't wait to see more stuff from that character. And I don't know if anybody else saw it when you were watching the episode, but didn't it kind of feel like her and Jim were kind of having like a thing there first? I don't know. It's a relationship thing. It's weird. But nevertheless, on top of that, we have the mob scene. Apparently, Fish Mooney's still trying to like make her name for herself and trying to become on top of the whole Falcone death, he should die and she should take over thing, and you know the rest of the mob doesn't really believe like that should go down, which is kind of true and whatever. Anyways, there's a whole bunch of nonsense that goes into there that I want to go to full details in, but overall I kind of liked it. Usually when it comes to the mob or to the Fish Mooney kind of side of stuff in Gotham, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but this episode I think it kind of worked good because she's not really in that many extensive scenes. And it's mostly about her rise of the organization kind of thing. And I don't know why, but it kind of had a really good Scorsese kind of feel to it. I don't know why, but it really had that, especially towards the end of the episode. But overall, I think it was pretty nice how they tried to wrap that up together. Overall, moving off of that, the Barbara thing again. Yeah, the love triangle between her and the fucking... I don't know. It's just so the second she's on screen and this whole thing comes apart where it's like, oh, she's fucking, you know, she believes in this relationship, even though it's a broken one that makes no sense and it's built on drugs. And she's over Jim. That's the one line she says, spoilers, of course. There's a specific line when she's talking, and she's talking about, like, you know, like, whether or not she should call Jim and tell her, like, how she's been, because, of course, I guess over the course of what happened last time to now, they haven't really seen each other or talked or whatever, which is weird. And she says this line saying that, oh, that she's over Jim. It's like, how is it possible that you're over Jim? How is it that he is still into you, but you're not into him? Like, how the fuck does that work? I don't know. The writers, you're off your ass, you're high or something. I don't know. It's just weird as fuck. It's like, she's the most boring, like, useless character of the show that I wish bad things would happen, you know, at a massive rate, but it doesn't really happen. And this is, I don't know, it's just weird. It's like, gee, like, if I could use the word, ladies of the universe, this, I don't know, she's just a bitch who doesn't know what she wants in life, and is struggling to contain two things that she wants at the same time, but can't keep. You know, it's just one of those types of things, and it happens a lot in real life, but I don't know, and I don't want to see it in this. It's just unnecessary, and it's How are you over him? He's the one who stuck out for you and tried to and saved your freaking life. If it wasn't for him, you would be, fucking another one of Victor Zsasz's fucking tally marks. I don't know. It's weird. It's that whole. I don't know. It's kind of like the Game of Thrones thing. If it's like if I'm watching Game of Thrones and Peter Dinklage is not on the freaking screen, I'm gonna forward that shit because I want to see some Peter Dinklage action. It's kind of like this in Gotham. It's like whenever Barbara's forward that shit, you gotta grab the remote and forward. Like you never forward. You gotta use the Speed Force and fucking use that shit. I'm just saying. No offense to the overall actress, but it's just every time it was just one. It was the biggest things that was a huge letdown in this episode. But overall, that's not the only thing that was a letdown in this episode. Catwoman, yes, Selena Kyle was in this episode, strangely enough, and she doesn't really have anything to do with it. I don't know why she got. The writers in Gotham seem to have this desire to have freaking Selena Kyle be in episodes, but don't really like to use her, to her full advantage. We know Catwoman. I love Catwoman. She's one of my favorite Batman characters, and she's an amazing Gotham vixen, and I love the character overall, but the way they use her is just unnecessary. I only want to see Selena Kyle when she's doing what she did in the last couple episodes, teaming up with teenage Bruce Wayne doing shit. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see her like, oh, she's living on the streets and she's climbing walls or whatever and breaking into houses or what. I don't know. And the team up between her and Ivy is just weird. I don't know. It's like, that's not from the comic book. Like, they don't like each other. The Catwoman hates Ivy and freaking Ivy only likes Harley Quinn. Like, that would make more sense if it was Harley Quinn who was teaming up with, freaking Ivy, but of course you can't have a Harley Quinn without a Joker, and we still don't have a Joker, and I don't know, it's a whole mess. But overall, besides the whole Barba thing, yeah, the whole Catwoman Ivy thing was kind of unnecessary. It's like if I ever had to show a message to Gotham, the writers of Gotham, it's like, this is the one thing I need to say. It's like, either have Selena Kyle be in the episode, or don't fucking have her in the episode. It's like, don't just have her in it just to be in it. Like, have her have a significant role in the story and plot. It's like, she's almost like Where's Waldo. It's like, she's in a fucking episode, you have to fucking play Where's Waldo. It's like, oh, there's Kat, she's in the fucking corner. Oh, there she is. Oh, she's on the balcony. It's just enough with that shit. But overall, I don't know. Those were the two major big things that I really didn't like in this episode. But overall, Rogues Gallery, it was a decent episode. It was a good, return to TV kind of episode. It was pretty decent. The major focus was, of course, Arkham Asylum and the whole thing. And, of course, I don't want to go into too much details without spoiling it. But overall, the killer gets away, essentially. There's this crazy person who's causing mischief in Arkham Asylum, which would make sense because it is Arkham Asylum. And he gets away really Hannibal Lecter style-esque, because it's very easy to escape from Arkham Asylum, people. It just is. Just watch the animated series and you would know why. But anyways, overall, Gotham episode, freaking, 11? I don't even know what I fucking, it was, episode 11, Rogues Gallery. It was a decent episode, to say the least. It was definitely decent. I give it a 7 out of 10. Yeah, 7 out of 10. It was definitely, after whole mid-season finale kind of thing, and with them entering Arkham Asylum, they could have definitely done things a little bit more epic. But overall, it was just decent. I love the visuals. The visuals are always amazing with Gotham. The story was a little muddled and weird. The freaking Barbara, Catwoman, Ivy thing, I really didn't like. Like, if they cut that out of the episode, I would be okay with it. It's just... And that's another thing. It's like, I don't know. It's just really weird. The whole Catwoman, Ivy thing, I don't know. The whole thing was just really weird. And I just want them, the writers, to know, it's like, have her be significant. Don't fucking just have her to be there just to be there. It's just really, I don't know, I hate that shit when they do that with very important characters that I personally really like. But overall, yeah, the episode was pretty decent. I know I kind of went down there for a second, but overall, yeah. Rogues Gallery, episode 11 of Gotham, pretty decent. Gotham is now back on air. Fox is doing a decent job with the show. It's not quite the same level as The Flash, but what are you gonna do? You can't be helped there. The Flash is number one. It is. Flash is number one on the list of best compo TV shows. But then again, that might change. Seeing as how this year we got a whole bunch of new compo TV shows that are coming out, which I cannot wait to see. I love fucking compo TV shows, and if anything that has happened over the course of the last couple months with The Flash and Arrow and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 2 and frickin' Gotham and Constantine and all that awesomeness, I can only expect greatness for this year. But overall, Gotham Episode 11, Rogues Gallery, I give it a 7 out of 10. But what do you think? In the comment section below, let me know what you personally thought over the course of this episode. What were your favorite parts of the episode? What did you think about Arkham Asylum? What do you think about Jim and Barbara's relationship? What do you think about the character of Barbara overall? And what are your personal thoughts on what could happen over the course of the rest of the season? But overall, yeah, that's pretty much been my overall review. And also, Harvey Bullock. His reaction, I'm not going to spoil it, but his reaction when he enters Arkham Asylum and sees Jim is hysterical. I don't know. It was definitely one of the highlights. But overall, and also let me know what you personally thought about Leslie Tompkins and the actress who plays her. Yeah, that was awesome. And then for the less, I hope you guys liked this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And Gotham will also be returning 2 weeks from now, January 19th. I don't know why they're taking such a break in between episodes. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because they're still filming. I don't know. It's really weird. But overall, yeah, they're going to take a little break here. I really don't know why. I mean, they already did take a break during the holidays, so I don't know why they'd take a longer break. But I don't know. It's a muddled mess, people. But nevertheless, that's been my review of the Gotham Episode 11, Rogues Gallery. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you personally think in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you've not done so already. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. If you haven't been able to tell, and yeah, let me know what you personally think. And I will be coming back with another Gotham review when the season is over. Yes, I will not be doing what I did last time when I was going to review like half of the season. But yeah, I'll be returning the season finale. So hope you guys enjoyed. Check out the rest of the Gotham reviews that I've done in the past, and that's going to be it. This has been John 12.